Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I almost forgot to report on this. Today is day 16 of NoFap, and this time around I'm actually doing quite well. I did have one close call about a week into the NoFap, but I think part of the reason I'm doing so well this time around is because I started my vacation last week, and it kind of it kind of mentally reset the clock, right? There are so many things going on, and it helps that I'm in a new environment that's not associated with shopping, right? So, for example, I started my you guys remember I was struggling with binge eating problems. I started my new eating chapter during the pandemic. I think the pandemic was a great way for people to reset their habits, right? You had so many things that imagine you used to have some kind of lifestyle that you wanted to change, and you had an association. Every time I drove to work I did this. It could be a smoking habit. You're not driving to work anymore. I think moving is a great way to change a habit. And maybe Taiwan will just be a place that I don't associate with vaping. But yesterday, I almost had a wet dream, which is a nice bonus with the NoFap. I don't know why. Every time I go NoFap, and then I have one of these wet dreams. I don't know why I subconsciously choose. So this is second place winner of Polish Idol season one, Evelina Falenta. I dreamt about her last time. I had a dream about her last night too, and this time I didn't have a wet dream. I just dreamt about her. Last time, let's start with last time. I was 20 or 30 days into NoFap when I had a wet dream about her. In the dream, I had visited her in Poland, and I had gotten her pregnant with 10. It had been years and years since I had last masturbated, and in the dream, I had gotten her pregnant with 10 babies. And, as much as I don't want to have children, it didn't seem to bother me so much, though. We were excited about it. Her family was excited. My family was excited. And we were just I was just concerned for her because she was huge, and I was pushing her around on a wheelchair. And I woke up and realized that I had made a disaster in my bed as a result of the dream. Last night I dreamt that she was once again pregnant, but this time it was parthenogenesis. I had learned about parthenogenesis quite by mistake. I was working at a tutoring center. One of my students, his older sister had a friend who was pregnant. She was 15, 16 years old. The kid I was tutoring was only 8 or 9 years old, and asked me how she had gotten pregnant. He didn't think she had a boyfriend. I explained, sometimes when people experience romance with themselves, they can make themselves pregnant if the romance is strong enough. I knew it wasn't true, and so he believed me. And so I went home to research if that was even a possibility, and just in case he would ask further questions. And it turned out it was. I had made it up on the spot. I never heard about parthenogenesis. I made it up on the spot. Last night I dreamt that Evelina Falenta got pregnant with parthenogenesis, and I was really excited because I really like Evelina Falenta. She's getting old herself. I, I've talked to her somewhat, and she expressed that she has thought about having children, hasn't met the right one to do it with, and parthenogenesis could be the answer to that. And I was excited because I'd get another. I had a good conversation with Evelina Falenta, and had she been a little bit younger, we might have hit off something. And in the dream, I thought, great, I get another chance, another 15, 20, 25 years from now, I'll get another chance at Evelina Falenta. I was really excited about that. And then I woke up, but it was dry. But it was still nice to think about that. But why don't you pray that she experiences parthenogenesis? Now, is it possible in humans? You know what? I suspect it has happened a few times. it might have gone unnoticed, right? Because up until recent history, most people messed around a lot, right? I would imagine if somebody had experienced parthenogenesis 200, 300, 400 years ago, it could have gone unnoticed just as a normal pregnancy, right? This is the Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.